asking about my trike. Listen. Watch. And then I got over here. That's what we took from Louisiana and drove it all the way up here to Tennessee before you hear that knocking. Until it started knocking. And look, it's all done by a the on-off switch is on the keychain. It's a I put that key flop on there. Got rid of the key ignition. I put that dash and stuff on there, and the speakers and the little front thing. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the look at the headlight. Thing makes it look mean as hell. Now, the other parts of the seat that's under here. I mean, the seat that's supposed to be back here, Selena's spot. The seats are in the house, but it has a, one that sets up against the back of it, and then one that sits down there, and that's the underneath. It's got a sound bar right there. I put that sound bar there. It's Bluetooth. And then I've got these speakers too. It's pretty loud. I mean, you can hear it over that motorcycle. You can hear it over that motor. Sounds good though. Had someone made a comment the other day saying I was lying about my trike. I went over to my buddy's house and got it, brought it home so I can start working on it anyway. I figured I'd do a live stream and show you what I got. It's a 1600 Volkswagen. I bought it, I don't know, about a year ago now, huh? Hasn't it been about a year ago when I got the trike? Huh? Yeah, we had it for quite a while. We rode all over Louisiana with it, and then I'm still not finished. I mean, look, I bought turn signals for it. They're not hooked up yet. I've got a blinker that goes up in the front, switches back and forth. It's for the old-timey cars, but it's like a paddle that goes back and forth for your blinkers and stuff. And I'm convinced it's a head gasket because it's got one cylinder on it is dragging really bad, and it's choking out and smoking real bad. So it's either rings or so I don't run it for very long. But I did. I went to my buddy's house and picked it up and rode it back home. But anyway, someone made a comment the other day, so I figured I would straighten that up real quick, seeing how everybody wants to say, "Oh, you're lying about this, you're lying about that," which is retarded. But there it is. I'll take it to Slab City with me. Look at that horn. Thing's loud. Anyway, I'm going to take it to Slab City with me. I'm hoping to get a rebuild kit for it sometime this month so I can start working on it. And try to get it running before we get ready to go. But as of right now, we're looking at somewhere around the first of next month, heading out that way towards Slab City. So hopefully if I get it running, I'll ride it up there too. If I don't, I think I'm just going to tow it behind the car. I'm going to take it with me and work on the motor and stuff when we get us the camp built up. All I got to do is just give me a little table or something. The motor's only about 250 pounds, if that. You can just about unbolt it and pack it off like a suitcase. So tear into it and see what we can find out exactly why it's tapping like it is. But it's got the wheelie bar. I got the straps on it because the weld on the wheelie bar didn't look like it was going to hold real good, and I had the weight of the trailer on it. It has a trailer. Hold on, I'll show you the trailer. It's kind of stuck off in a junk pile right now, but anyway, trailer's right there. I gotta clean it up and try to fix it up and get the. Yeah, I got that bike from in town. Somebody was throwing it away. Right. There's the old car and its trailer. And the trailer's hooked to it and stuff. But anyhow, yep, that's the beast. Love that bike. That was such a cool ride, riding from down Louisiana all the way up here to Tennessee. Oh, it's a beautiful ride. Beautiful. I put mirrors up here on the. I have one over here, but it broke off. That's all wood and stuff. It's got a metal base underneath here. But see, it's got to be redone. You notice how the wood is on it. All of that was painted, but they never did paint the front. So I'm going to take all of these chrome caps and all of that off of there, sand it all down real good, give it a nice varnish, high gloss type varnish. I got to fix a lot of areas that are dry rotted. I got to put more trim up here, do another piece of trim here, varnish it out real good. Say hi. Make it look really cool. The dash is on its way. I bought this speedometer and I put it in, but it came from China and it was a 6-volt, not a 12-volt. So when I hooked it up, I just fried it. Do what? Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna get these side markers working because those look really cool. Like I was telling Evan earlier, I was talking to him. I told him that I had it. He thought it real cool. Figured I'd show him a deal on it, but that's my Tinker toy. That's I was telling him I'd do a video so that everybody can see it, and you know what I'm working with when I say I'm trying to get my truck going. I wish I wouldn't have run out of funds. I got to come up with about $100 for the gasket set to tear it down and rebuild it. So I think it actually costs like $50-$60, but I'm sure with sure with shipping and handling and stuff it'll cost a little bit. Now I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know exactly how it's going to work out. But look, it's even got mirrors. It was built for. You see it's got mirrors up in the inside of it. And I have the cover that covers this. It's a solid chrome piece with little vent deals on it that covers this. But I took it off of there because I noticed how much play there was in my belt there. I was trying to figure out if there was an adjustment on there or anything. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea anything about this. Don't know how it works or nothing. I know it's flooding out real bad. I can try to start it again, but it just doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, let's try to start it and see if it starts up again. Hold on, I gotta sit y'all down. try not to do that too much because I don't want to ruin it no more than it already is. But this has become a catch-all. That's from that trip up here, man. We kept throwing water bottles. It's like having a little truck bed, but it's small. I was gonna try to get a different tank. Try to get a smaller little tank off to the side. That way I can open up more of the truck bed and maybe stretch it out a little bit. Maybe if I can get one of these. And this is what I was talking about. When you watch this, this is what I was talking about. The front end is just a skeleton, and the front part of it is it's an older model Honda. I know that much. But then this framework was all built. You can see the part of the rear end and stuff. This is like built over top of the framework of a Volkswagen Bug. Or not a Bug, but the bus, the bigger motor. At least that's what I was told. See? You can see how it's got the axle and the, I mean, see how it's made, you know? That's where the battery is right there. Go ahead and cover it. That's an electronic thing. That's how I'm able to start it and kill it. By the key flop. But yeah, Charles, that's what I was telling y'all about. That's what I kept telling y'all, that I had a really cool trike that me and Selena absolutely loved it. We drove from Louisiana all the way up here on it. That was a trip we'll never forget. That was awesome. Had a lot of fun. Although my alternator started, yes, bring that. Take her up to coast in it. Yes, I know, that's what I want to. And I don't know if you heard it just a minute ago. It starts and runs. It's knocking real hard. And I don't honestly think it's knocking. I don't think it's a rod knock. I thought it was a rod knock at first, but I really don't think it's a rod knock. I think I got a blowed head gasket. That's what it sounds like. But I'll tell you one thing, it's got a lot of power. That sucker will stand up. It definitely needs, you see the wheelie bars? It uses that. It'll stand right up and ride that wheelie bar. Actually, I didn't have the wheelie bar on it when I first started riding it. I put the wheelie bar back on it myself. But I didn't get it welded good enough. That's why I got this holding it up for the extra weight of it. I didn't want it to bend down. I don't have to have these on it right now. But when I hook that trailer up to it and I got a bunch of stuff on it, I don't want it to bend downward, you know. Sorry, my fat ass can't hardly breathe. Oh. I want to tell you one thing. That daggum desert's going to do a number to me. I'm still anxious for it. But anyway, we rode it without the wheelie bar on there, and it'll stand straight up. It's got right here on the back part of the pan, has got skid mark on it where I hit the road with it. I mean, I literally stood it up so far that the rear of the motor touched the road. It'll stand up quick. It still will right now. I rode a wheelie from that other house down about a quarter of a block. I rode a wheelie coming this way when I brought it over here yesterday because it tried to choke out on me, and I gunned it and stood it up and just rode it out. It definitely has the power. Yeah, it's just minor stuff, whatever it is. Oh yeah, it's cool. You know, see how we sit here, Bubba. Bubba, come here.
Hey, he's hollering for you.
Come here. Stand right here. Stand right here and watch that, so I can give them an idea of how low this bike is and stuff. so you get a good idea. I'm gonna go sit on it. You see where it's at?
Yeah.
See? Now you see how low it is? It literally is. And there's just enough room for one person in the back with a little extra on the extra room on the sides to put like her purse and her bag and a little ice chest or whatever it is that we got in there. And then we put whatever we need back here. We hook up the trailer. Hopefully I bring the trailer with me. I just gotta figure out how we're gonna bring everything. But I hooked the trailer up. I gotta clean it out. That's what, matter of fact, gonna be our project for the day. And it's got the long tongue on it. Anyway, hook that trailer up to that thing and go up the West Coast. Hell yeah, I'm definitely game. I want to take them fenders off and get some bigger, wider, low profile tires for the back, and get a smaller tire for the front. Make it kind of look like the old hot rod style for, you know, like Matchbox used to do with their cars and stuff. A lot of drag. Yeah, actually, it kind of does. I'm wanting to take all of this off. I mean, I put all of this on there myself. I want to take all of this off and then open this window up. See, I've got the sun in my eyes. I can't tell if you can see. Anyway, I want to open this up, like, you know, to get a little less drag. And then plus, like here, I don't know why they did this, but they have these sheets are solid, and these are air-cooled motors. I mean, the wind comes up from underneath and comes up in there, but these should be vented. You know what I mean? Because that way it could keep that motor cooled off. Because there's usually a seat and everything. There's a seat right here. They're in the house, but I can put them in so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's just the bottom seat and then the back seat thing. So that whole part is covered. So that's one thing I didn't really care for that part of the design, but that's what intrigued me about it, is because I get to do it however I want to. And see, I was going to take these taillights off, and I was going to put them on that trailer, since the trailer had some old taillights, and I want to get some new taillights, put them in here like they were before, and then take them fenders off and put taller standing tires, you know, so it stands up a little bit better. Put some new shocks in there, and but that's all. It's one of those I want to build it as I go, you know. I changed the light in it. I put the speakers on it, and the mirrors, the air horn, the Ooga horn was on there, but it didn't work. It does now. I put that on there. I made that dashboard thing because there wasn't nothing there but that one pipe that goes up. I took the ignition off of it and put the electronic ignition on it. And yeah, that's about it. I put these two boards on here because there wasn't nothing on here. It was just straight out to some kind of hillbilly sign on it before. I think I'm gonna put this other one back on there, but the wanted sign was there underneath that window. Took it off, but anyway, that's all stuff I'm gonna do on the, you know, when it's running right. I ride it a lot. I did. There in Louisiana, I was riding it just about every day. Got caught in a couple rainstorms I really didn't care for, but what in the world just happened to the... Anyhow, that's it. That's the beast I've been talking about. I put the stuff in the front. There was one of those round headlights in the front from the old Hondas. I didn't like it, so I put that one on there. That was a unique deal because it's just a high powered fog light, but it works. It lights up the road. Maybe a little too much. It's tagged and insured and all ready to go. Still on our insurance and the tags and the tires are pretty. They got nice, good meat to them. That front tire's shot. I got to get another tire for it. That front tire's just screwed up. It's got a knot on it. Started getting real bad on the way here. It was like that when we left Louisiana. We left with a knot on the tire. But you know us, we don't let anything stop us when we get ready to go and travel and do something. We go and we trust God to keep our vehicles going, and you know, most every stop that we made, every time we had issues, getting stranded in the storm, a bad storm in the middle of a national park out there, and having to get a tow truck to come and get me and stuff like that. It's just, you know, it's all part of it, but it all happens for a reason. We met a really cool person. We stayed a night in a motel, enjoyed ourselves. Went the next day. Had a beautiful ride. We only had about 2 or 3 hours left to get up here, you know, and so we just trust it and go with it. I can't wait to give me some gaskets and start rebuilding that thing. You know what I mean? Ooh, I don't know if my fat ass needs to be on this. I'm gonna break it. Anyway. I'm sorry, almost dropped it. That is the trike that some of you seem to think that I was lying about. That is it. How fast have I had it up to? I don't know, maybe probably 70, 75. I don't think any more than that. It's a nice cruising bike. I mean, it's got enough power; it'll get up there. You know, but the front tire ain't no good on it, and it it knotted up on me and stuff. So, you know, before that, I probably got it 75, 80 mile an hour a couple of times. It's definitely a cruiser. That back of that, like Charles was saying a little bit ago, the drag on it, it really kind of, you can feel it. The faster you get going, the more that the drag is enough to pull the front end of the bike up. So that's why I'm wanting to stretch the bike out and add some more weight to the front of it. I got to put some kind of, I'm thinking about putting a floorboard in there just to add a bunch of extra weight. Just put a nice, you know, build a metal frame floorboard thing there and put wood on top of it, pallet boards or whatever, and make it, you know, sand it down, make it look really cool, and gloss it, stain it and gloss it like I'm gonna do the rest of them. Just make it all look like one, like a carriage, kind of. I'm thinking about doing that to add some extra weight to the front of it. That way, that way it can, you know, so it'd be able to handle the faster speeds a little better. Whoever built it really didn't, I mean, they didn't do a really good job when it come to it. So it's kind of very quickly, probably some good old country boy, trying to build something with a little nothing. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that. Yeah. See, we got our brakes. Brakes is on this. That's my pedals. Slippery as could be. See, brakes on this side, clutch on this side, and shifter right there between my legs. Odd place to have it, but it works. That shifter, man, I knocked it out of, the weld broke off of it and it come loose. So I had to weld it back in, but I couldn't get it right where it was, and I can't get it adjusted right. If I go too far one way, I lose reverse. I go too far the other way, and I lose first gear, or first and second. You know what I mean? So I just fastened it to where I had first through fourth, first, second, third, fourth, and I just eliminated the reverse. But it does have. I mean, the transmission has reverse. It's just not working right now because I don't have it adjusted right. But that's just in an adjustment. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just out of adjustment. I ain't got it right. But I'm wanting to change all of that anyway. I'm wanting to change it up and go with a hand clutch, like on a regular motorcycle. And you know, the only problem is if I don't know if I can go with a hand clutch with that with the shifter being between my legs. I don't know if I can do that. Make it more difficult. It's already difficult to drive. I mean, it's not difficult, but it takes you a minute to get used to it. You know, it definitely takes you a minute to get used to it. Deciding on which hand you pull off. Do you pull the one off with the throttle, or do you pull the one off with the that doesn't have the throttle? You know, right or left, and it depends on what it's honestly, it's set up to where you have to use your left hand. And me personally, I like to shift with my right hand because it's just like any other, you know. So now I got a left-handed shift basically, because you got to have your hand on the throttle in order to ease into it while you're. But it works both ways. It's just a little unusual to get used to. Anyway, all right, that was all I was wanting to show y'all. So I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Scuffed boat mobile. What size are those back tires? Oh, okay, let's see. P225 70 R15s. I'm wanting to get away from them 15s. It's got a spacer on there that has the 5-lug, but the original is 4-lug. It's the original Volkswagen rear end only has 4-lug tires, so you can actually like I could put a set of 4-wheeler tires on the back of it, you know, like sand tires or something for a 4-wheeler. I can put one of them on the back of it because they're the same size as a Volkswagen usually, and put a dirt bike tire in the front, like a knobby tire or whatever, and take it out in the sand across the, you know, and ride it like a sand rail. Although I'm not going to do that because I'm going to try to fix it up where it's a nice cruiser for the highway. It's definitely going to be fun to go up the West Coast with it. Definitely be fun like that. Let's see. Alrighty, I guess is that all the questions for now? If so, I'm going there and go grab me something to drink and chill out for a little while. Hey, check this out. Tell me if you can hear me now. Hello. I woke up half the neighborhood. Had that air horn on the top. It's got a little bitty compressor there on the bottom. Oh, you don't know me all that well. What you talking about? You never get that hunk of junk to Cali. Shoot. You don't know me that well. It ain't nothing to get it there. I mean, we can tow it there. All you do is you strap that front tire to a receiver hitch that doesn't have a ball on it. Since that one's warped already, it's not going to hurt anything because I need to get a new tire anyway. You can strap that to a receiver hitch to where that front end of that thing stays straight with it, and you can pull that thing like a trailer and pull it down the road. And besides that, you only call it a hunk of junk because you jealous you ain't got one. You want to talk like a 2-year-old? We'll talk like a 2-year-old then. You're just jealous. Wonder who this no job buddy is. It's kind of annoying, but kind of comical at the same time.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, he acts like Sam. Well, I figured it's Sam, but I don't know. I think they said it was Good Job Buddy just under a different name at one time too, but I caught him sitting there talking weird shit about himself, so I was like, nope, it can't be Eddie. No, I'm not gonna pull it. I'm probably gonna pull it with my my pops' bus. I think the Charger's just gonna pull a different trailer. I wouldn't put that much weight on the Charger. I mean, I don't trust it that good. That's the little V6 one. It ain't got the Hemi or anything, so you know that. And we ran that car so hard with the cab service. We got over 250 something thousand miles on it, and quite frankly, it's just about wore out. Why are you deleting comments? I didn't even see it. You erased it before I seen it, so you must have been saying some messed up crap, huh? Yeah, I'll be glad to get that. I'll be glad to start taking that apart. I gotta work on that thing too. Well, that's my mower for here. All that's wrong with it is the carburetor sucked up some trash or something. It just needs to be cleaned out. Look at this. Best friend I've ever known on YouTube. Really? Well, that narrows it down, don't it? Everybody considers you friends until you need something. Isn't that right?
Yep.
Everybody says they're friends until you need something. So, I don't know. It doesn't. See? Deleting the messages again. Why? I stuck that cross on there with some that 3D or not 3D, but I don't know, that really sticky tape, that 3M tape. Let's see. See? I don't like staring at my own face. Why? Hey! Hey! This knucklehead says that you must be embarrassed to ride on this monstrosity.
What?
Said that you must be embarrassed to ride on this monstrosity. I can't say the word right, but he says that.
I love that beautiful thing.
You heard her? She loves that beautiful thing. She does. She enjoys it. She enjoys the hell out of it. That's why I got to get it running, and I got to get it going. I mean, it's running, but I got to get it set up and ready, and I want to take her up the West Coast. We went up the West Coast in that vehicle and loved it, you know, in that Mitsubishi Montero Sport thing I was driving. Oh my goodness. Hey, hon, I think this lid on this thing leaks.
Do what?
I said, I think this thing leaks.
What thing?
The lid to that shifter.
Got water in it?
Yeah.
Probably so. Didn't you get it from China?
I don't know where I got it from. Yeah, I think so. I think I ordered it. No, I bought it at tell her I'm on. You're sick. And you know what? That is really crossing the line and acting. What the hell is wrong with this thing? So, you don't get to talk about people like that. That is just messed up, and we're not going to tolerate it. So, bye. You can laugh all you want to. I'm not going for that. And if I have any mods in here, I would expect they wouldn't go for it either. So, I know, just a joke, just a joke. It's all fun until somebody gets offended, right? Yeah, I know. I'm not offended, but that is offensive, and I don't want anybody talking about Selena that way. Thank you. So, kiss my ass. When the heck did this thing come off of here like that? Oh, yeah, I remember that. That's when my throttle broke. I got to get another throttle on here. The throttle's kind of messed up. I wonder what I did with the other phone. I got a set of lights that goes underneath it that lights up, at night and stuff, which I don't think it's legal for out in California, but I like this thing. Oh man, didn't work. How much you want to bet one of them hunters are out there just throwing a fit right now? I wish he'd quit doing that. They don't like that too much. But that's quite alright. I don't care for them walking to the back of the pastures here too. In my backyard. Had a guy walk out there, and I hollered at him, and he just straight up walked off and ignored me. And I was like, dude, you're on somebody else's property. Can you at least acknowledge I'm talking to you? The dude just straight up walked off. And this Hunter, the one that lives next door to us, he's not a nice character. He's quite an asshole. I know I shouldn't say that about people, but golly, man, some people are just too caught up in themselves, But I guess that's the way it is. It's just the way it is. Oh man, that thing skipped my side of my speaker. Took the chrome off. I don't know what I got up here. Insurance verification. That's it. I don't know what happened to my little multi-tool thing. Probably took it out and used it on something. Anyway, so we're trying to get ready for the upcoming trip to the slabs out there. We we're trying to get everything situated. Yep. Several things I got to straighten out, and it's going to cost us quite a penny to get up that way, and we ain't got very much of nothing saved up at all. Well, we ain't really got nothing. But I talked to Pops today, so it's definite. We're definitely going to be heading out that way. I don't know, sometime beginning part of next month. Joyce wants another cat for outside. Oh, okay. Hey, I got matter of fact, we were just talking about that. I did not want to leave Oreo behind. You know, I didn't know where I can't just leave him behind, and I didn't really want to take him with me. I'm taking Tiger with me, but I was going to try to find a home for Oreo because she's slightly cross-eyed. She wouldn't, you know, I mean, she wouldn't be able to just make it out on her own or anything, for sure. So I wouldn't do that anyway. She's too domesticated for that. But I didn't know of anybody that would take her, so that's a plus. And I ain't got that's one less cat. One less animal I got to take. Tiger's going with me though. Yeah, it's the black and white one named Oreo. She's slightly cross-eyed, but she sees good, and she climbs all over everything. She's always out hunting, and she'll come to the door and throw a fit at you if it's time to feed her. But yeah, that'll work. Hey, Selena. Hey. She's ignoring me. Yep, black and white, just like yours. I should have hooked the horn up outside of the loop for the key flop. That way I can still use the horn. This thing works too. Bluetooth. It's got lights and everything on it. So interior lights. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get in there and grab me something to drink, maybe something to eat for lunch, something like that. Oh my goodness, it's already 3:30. I wonder why I'm so hungry. Anyway, love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Hope everybody, wish everybody well.